Hello, everyone. It's Crisis169 coming live with the power of Spectrum Internet. My gaming rig. I'm here. You're there. Get on it now. Now, this topic. I'm not wearing my glasses because it's pretty warm in here. I wear glasses. Today's topic is going to be about real talk console versus gaming PC. Which one is better? Now, I'm 41 years old. And I've been a gamer since I was probably 7 or 8 years old, probably 5 or 6. Causing enough, probably understanding what gaming was, probably around 5, probably around 7 or 8 years old. Okay, and in that time, I understood the arcades, the consoles. I understand we all we've gone through that. The arcades in the 80s and 90s were not the same as when you brought home from the store because no limitations, stuff like that. A lot of games now on consoles are being played better than they were on arcades of that time. Even arcades now, Dave and Buster's or the City Forum I live at in Clarksville, their arcade machines for games, most Xbox, PlayStations can run those games a little better than what they have in the arcades. Not saying the arcades are bad, and I went to the called I forget what it's called now. It's a long time ago, but it was a tunnel. They know the arcade tunnel place. It's a Nashville. It's old arcade classics. Old 2600 arcades. Indiana Jones. Roy Rumble. Oh yeah, pinball, stuff like that. Stuff like games like that. I remember when I was a kid. And later on, the Royal Rumble arcade pinball was more my alley, and even the Wrestle Fest games were my alley. My brother would understand. My older brother would understand the 2600 games, obviously. Yeah, that was his era. But I played them too because I was a young kid. I was a little scrub. Now, that being said, though, um, what is the difference between console and PC? Now, what is a console? You might be asking yourself. You might be asking yourself, what is a console versus you have to understand what a console is and what a gaming rig is. Okay, a console is a platform. It's like an inner platform. It's like a Switch, PlayStation, Xbox. We're talking about the PlayStation and Xbox. That's the more compelling hardware that plays a lot of the latest AAA games. Nintendo Switch, I have one. I love it. I don't play much of it because the games are kind of filtering out slowly. But in the Mario Odyssey 2, hopefully coming out within a year or two, hopefully. I'm not a big Zelda Breath of the Wild fan, so I ain't getting new Zelda again. So, I'm a heretic. You can burn me or something. I don't care. You can burn me at the heretic and a stake or something. I don't care. But that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it, right? That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. That being said, though, that being said, now with situation at hand, knowing what's going on, a console is a system that is pretty much, pretty much a plug and play. You bring it home, you plug it in, you do all the American or United States or Britain or Germany, wherever you're from, kind of continent stuff, and it gets the region you're in. You do all that fun stuff. Then it loads up in your profile, PlayStation or Xbox. Then boom, ready to go. On PC, you have to do initial updates, start dates. My sister's come over tomorrow to update my BIOS again. My motherboard has their BIOS, and she's gonna come over here and update my BIOS. So my BIOS have the latest update for my motherboard, and be allowed to update it and allowed to do stuff like that, and allowed to take care of stuff like that. Stuff like that in that kind of realm of thinking. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So she can come by and update it tomorrow on my BIOS. That being said, though, with consoles, you have to update, but it's mostly done by Microsoft or by Sony. They'll send an update out. Even PC updates too as well. Even some updates on game consoles take a while. PC updates can be a little while longer if you have a lot of apps or a lot of applications, a lot of like you have your EA Play and you have your Ubisoft, you have your BattleNet, and you have your Steam and your Xbox app. You have a lot of things you have to do. There's a lot of things you have to do to actually run the game on PC. But it's tailor made nowadays where PC games are easy. Yes, you have to update your graphics card. Updating some if you have AMD or NVIDIA. You go into the NVIDIA GeForce or your AMD counterpart, click on update. It'll pop on the screen and say, hey, you have updated the latest drivers available. Yes, that can be kind of a bad thing. But going back to console, you don't have that issue, or do you? You have the same issues as we do, PC gamers, but you have it in a different format because it's all done for you. Microsoft and Sony are literally holding your hand down, walking down the road because it's a console. It's not a gaming rig. But a gaming rig, you're responsible for updating all your stuff, your games, your drivers. The RAM don't get updated that much. The motherboard BIOS will update. That can update the RAM too, help make the RAM, help unlock any performance that's available on that BIOS update that I'm getting tomorrow. She's gonna come by. So she's gonna come by and put it in. Like I said, put it in, hook it up, and put it in. And she's gonna hook up, and put it in for me, and it ain't gonna be a problem because all she's gonna do is just hook it up and put it in. Then bing, bam, boom, she's done. And she's gonna download for maybe 10 seconds to a minute, maybe less than that, and turn it back on, and boom, I'm ready to go. I'm rocking out. But BIOS update is very dangerous for your rig because it can break your motherboard, damage your system. So BIOS updates are a lot more extreme. But you can, break your hard drive of your game console if you turn it off when it's updating a firmware update or a controller update or whatever update it's doing. You can damage it too as well, and that's the biggest problem too as well. So the consoles have a little easier when it comes to the plug and play feature, but coming to actually fix anything like you have to fix this or fix that, that's a little more advanced stuff. You can call somebody, Microsoft or Sony, hey, my system's not working. It could be nothing more. It could be a power problem, and they send it off and you get it fixed. Gaming rigs, you got a problem. If I got a problem with this, I got to figure it out myself. Or call my sister in Burlock who built it for me. But I would literally go through the steps that they taught me. Check this, check that, unplug this, plug it back in. Just do things to see whether a retard, a hard restart, hard reboot, call it. And do all that stuff and see how that works out. But now outside of the setup, we talked about setup and updating. That's gonna be a hard thing on PC side. So that goes to the consoles being easier. But let's talk about the experiences. Games. Consoles have a good amount of games. On PC, there's 70,000 games you can play. Over 70,000 game titles. From indie games on Steam to free games on Epic and Steam. BattleNet, if that's your thing. Your Steam account, like I said. Your Xbox app, like I said. And the apps you have. There's many deals, especially on Steam. We had a Steam summer sale where games were going as low as $2. Granted, some older games like Titanfall 2 and games like that, Watch Dogs 2, bundles too, Call of Duty bundles, Resident Evil bundles, Tomb Raider bundles, real good thorough games, but real cheap. I bought Tomb Raider bundle about maybe 2 years ago. I paid, I think it was the winter sale. I paid $50 $50 for 3 games. Highest one was Shadow Tomb Raider, I think $30. The rest of them, Rise of Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider, were maybe $10, $20, maybe less than that. Maybe probably $10 a pop, maybe a little more than that. But cheap games. And you buy those games like that. You can buy games like that. And Last of Us Part 1 goes on sale a lot. So does Spider-Man. So does Spider-Man Miles Morales. Um, I bought Days Gone on sale. Um, I got Wolfenstein 2 on sale. Granted, a lot of these games are on Game Pass. But I bought them on Steam. Halo Infinite, Halo Master Collection, a combo boom unit. I bought it for $39. I got Halo Infinite and online, I think for probably $30, and I got Halo and collecting for like $2 or $3. That's where PC gaming is the most best. I will talk about cost though, of course. And side note, cost for consoles versus PC is different. Consoles are $500 mostly retail. PC is pretty much how much your wallet's gonna hurt when you open it. But unlike consoles, you get a break with the games. Steam and the console brethren that cost $70 on console, game for $49. And then last it was a Hogwarts Legends or Legacy came out, and they like $70 on console. Steam, I think like $49. Of course, you know it came with a lot of issues, bugs, and problems. But once they finally shoveled all that garbage out of the way and got down to the brass tacks of it all, it became a very good game. Once again, Battlefield, you can get really cheap on, you can get free on Game Pass. You can buy it on Steam for like $10, $15. You can get Battlefield 2042, Battlefield 1, and I think Battlefield 5, I think for like, well, it was on sale. Steam something, maybe 35, $40. So you can get 3 Battlefield games if you like Battlefield game titles and have all 3 of them and have them all downloaded to your rig. All one price. Where on Game Pass, you're only going to have, you may have Battlefield 1 and 5. You could download if you want to own them. I guarantee it's going to cost you more than 30 or $40 for all 3 of them. Now that's the cost of it. And yes, going back to the cost side of the situation, gaming rigs are more expensive. Sometimes 3 to 5, 6 times more expensive. But you're buying a gaming rig for longevity. You're not buying a gaming rig for 4 years and throw it away like you do the Xbox X Series. I mean, One X I have here, X Series, and the Pro Gene S Series would be going its way out, I guarantee you. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 discless, and PS5 Slim eventually when it does come out, or even Pro, what it calls. Consoles, they begin when they're born, when they're released, they're already outdated. Because the technology of a 2080 Super in an Xbox X Series, I have a 3070. I got a fridge of 3090s. My sister has a 3070 Ti. The console's already outdated by PC standards. So consoles are catching up, but they're always playing catch up. And that's one thing about consoles. I always didn't like consoles. When I switched from consoles to PC was I didn't want to be riding the coattails. I wanted to be somewhere, in front of the console, but then not the echelon mountain of greatness where I'm spending $5,000 on a gaming rig pre-built. No, but I want to have a little longevity, a little long time with my system. So I bought a gaming rig. I have a brother-in-law, sister built me one. Started at 2060. Now I have a 3070. Hey, boxing, I've been good, buddy. But with the consoles, you don't have that longevity. And outside of the PS2 and the Xbox 360 and PS3, you're not going to have a 13-year PS2 or PS5 for 13 years. Or an Xbox X Series lasts 8 years. It ain't going to happen, folks. You're going to be losing these consoles within probably the next 2 or 3 years, you're going to see an outdated version. It's going to be outdated. They're going to come out with something new. I would say Nintendo's outdated, but they don't care. They've been outdated since day one. They don't care. They're off in a little world, and they have millions of fans love playing Mario, and I can't blame them because I play Mario too. So that's Nintendo. They've been pretty much on the king of the mountain for all the '90s. So they don't care. But going back to PlayStation and Xbox, two big ones. Gaming PC, it's always going to be superior, regardless of anybody tells you, because gaming rigs evolve. See, the gaming rigs are the pavers of the road where the consoles are driving down. That's just the way it is, okay, folks. So the cost of gaming rigs are expensive. My gaming rigs start with $1,700. I started with 2060. My brother-in-law built my gaming rig. I got 3070. Cost $500. And a 1500X 3D processor, another $400. RAM sticks, 160. A big ass cooler, probably another $800. I have close to probably $3,000 in this rig. If you count the other SSDs and stuff like that, probably a little more, probably around $3,000 altogether. But my system has longevity. Now, granted, I need to get a better GPU if I want to play a game higher resolution, better new games coming out. Because eventually you're gonna Spider-Man 2 coming on PC eventually, and and other Horizon Forbidden West eventually, and other games coming from PlayStation and even Xbox. Mostly PlayStation coming out. We're going to be pushing the graphical fidelity of an 8 GB VRAM card. So that right there is a big win for the PC market. The cost can be rough, but then again, though, if you're buying a console every 4 years, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. Let's just say you bought 4 of them. You already spent $2,000. I heard about PS5 Pro coming in 2024. Came out with FCC with Microsoft. Yeah. Well, I believe it too as well. But I also believe, though, that eventually consoles are not going to be $500 anymore. I mean, a day of reckoning is going to happen. In boxing, better than I do. That day of reckoning is going to happen when consoles are going to be just as expensive as gaming rigs. And the reason being, and I'm following tech news as much as I can, to cram all this tech, to give it to business, and get all this tech into a small ass little box, it's going to cost money. It's not free. It's not cheap. We saw the silicone issue. We saw the chip issue in COVID. We saw the scalping with graphics cards and PlayStations. I guarantee you $1,000 PS5 or PS6 or Xbox will not be out of the question. Because right now, that's where we're going. I'm predicting this as much as I want to. I've been researching this for about 5-10 years. I told nobody about this because I want to get my ducks in order, my eggs in the basket before I start, counting them out. We're heading down a trend where PC gaming is going to become cheaper than console gaming, only because PC gaming you can get, directly from manufacturers, where console have to go to different companies and do business. And with Microsoft buying companies, with a lot of companies going out of business, like Asus no longer make graphics cards, Intel having a problem with their graphics cards, and companies trying to buy each other up. Eventually, you're going to have a company say, you know what, Microsoft, Sony, you're going to pay me more money. What means you got to charge your customers more money. And you're going to slowly sleep $500 because you guarantee you. It went from Nintendo cost like what? $130 for Nintendo NES, $199 for Super Nintendo. All they added was 8 gigabytes more of 8 gigs or 8 gigabytes more of bits, 16 bits, and they charge you an extra $100 and something. Even it was like $50 more. You see the incline? The PlayStation came out, $299. PS2 came out, $299, $399. Xbox, $499. PS4, $399. See what I'm saying, guys? It went up over the years because as technology grows, so does cost. Because we know you should been living under a rock for the last couple hundred years. Sony and Microsoft, they're not making candy bars and snickerdoodles. Okay? They're making game consoles. And my thoughts to come to this. And we're going to see that. We're going to see what's going to happen. But I guarantee you, folks, I'm placing money on the table right now. I guarantee you, by 2028 or even later on, you're going to see an uptick in the prices. I won't be surprised if the PS5 and Xbox X, PS6, Xbox, whatever, 360 2.0-9 or whatever they call the damn thing. Xbox, what they call the damn thing, that's a good name for it. Will be close to $700, $800. I guarantee you. Yes, you have combo units and stuff, but I think console itself is going to be $700 to $1,000 easy in the next 5 years. It could be even less than that. Because I've been crunching numbers. I've been looking. I've been asking people who are in the know, questioning people online, on YouTube, and even Instagram. People I'm finding out, talking to. You know, tech people who know more than I do, and they tell me that the trend is going that way. Yeah, and you're seeing the Xbox Game Pass go up. See, they're increasing something. See, by them getting Microsoft getting Activision, they had reason now to increase Game Pass Ultimate. We're going to give you guys all these great games, but we're going to bring $2 more a month, or $5 more a month, or $10 more a year. It's $365, $64 for a whole Game Pass year Ultimate. So, my thoughts to come on this: gaming can get really expensive, folks. You better hold on. Old Samuel Jackson said in Jurassic Park, you better hold on to your butts, because it's going to be getting damn. Okay, we're not living in a time of 1990 where, yes, a console costing $100-something expensive. There's gaming consoles. There's gamers that out there are 5 times more than that. You know what though? They come out with astronomical 4080s and 4090s. You don't need a 4090 unless you're an enthusiast who who has to fist through all that VRAM. You need to think. You need to start thinking they're reasonable. Yeah, it's true. Call it Xbox too. But you need to start being reasonable. Well, I heard about that. Yeah. Well, I heard about the 1,400 games. I heard about that, and I'm making a prediction that Activision will probably bring all the classics over too as well. Your old crap, what it's called, shit, Pitfall and games like that will probably come into Game Pass Ultimate, because why not? Old games still on there. So Timmy's dad, who's 50 years old, can have a stroll down memory lane. But really, guys, in closing, this video in closing, Game Pass going up, PlayStation going up, Steam games still on sale, but I guarantee you Steam games won't be on sale very long either, because eventually the games will be really expensive, or Steam can't afford to give Steam sales all the time. I'm convinced that all 3 of these entities, PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam, eventually are going to be getting away with deals. Xbox and PlayStation, to them, 10% off to them, to you is a deal. On Steam, it's people laugh at it because it's what they do. Because you can get a game for $5, it's brand new. But come a time where it's going to end. Because I feel, with this, writer's strike and all these U.S. Post Service strikes and all this crap going on, yes, that's going to put more pressure, not a writer's strike, but U.S. UPS strike. People might get games digitally, not digitally, but physically. Why you buy it for UPS. But I'm saying, bear with me here. People are realizing, hey, we can strike and get more money. So game developers, hey, we want more money. They're Microsoft and Sony and Steam, and they'll get it. Especially if the game like Hogwarts Legends or Legacy, what do you call it, or Last of Us Part 1 come to PC. Yes, Steam's gonna Part 2, Part 3. Yes, Steam's gonna break open the wallet. It means I'm gonna pay more, and you're gonna pay more. But it's not always a bad thing, though. Then again, though, the Redfall wasn't great on Xbox. So, which is better? Right now, me personally, I call it a tie with a small sliver over to PC gaming. Because I've been a console gamer for 30 plus years. I've been a PC for about maybe 2 or 3 years. I enjoy PC more. But there is a time where I have to do updates and do BIOS updates like tomorrow that I do miss having a console. Simple, plug it in, turn it on, download it by itself, and call it a day. But PC does win out on a lot of things. Game sales, multi-use purposes. But I'm playing a game. Console always has it easier. But a multi levels, PC wins out. It just depends on what you're doing. If you got friends that play on Xbox, you can play on Xbox on your PC. But playing Halo is not the same as playing on an Xbox. Playing Spider-Man on a PC is good, but that doesn't feel the same playing on a PS5. So it's your individual experiences that matter. Me personally, I don't care. As long as the game is damn cheap, I can get it at a discount. I don't give a damn what it's on. But that's me. I'm just a person who bought a gaming rig because to me it's cheaper. Yeah. See, buying a console, like I said, though, buying a console is like $500 per. But see, even then, eventually, consoles are going to be close to $1,000 against you, normal price, $1,000 normal price. These consoles are going to get more advanced. They're still following behind PC, but you can't cram a 3060 into a PC and go, oh, it's $500. Hell to the effing no. Okay, that shit ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna have 16 or 20 gigabytes of RAM into your gaming console in a 3060, technically, in a next gen console after the Xbox and PlayStation. $500, hell to the no. Something's wrong with that damn thing. Burn it and send it back to hell because something's wrong with it. It's not right. Okay, and that's what the problem is. So I think these console fanboys that are dancing and singing and playing grab ass with each other need to A, stop playing grab ass, B, pay attention to what's going on out there, and C, understand that this shit ain't gonna last forever. The dancing around saying we won the war because everything is cheaper ain't gonna be very long. Because PCs came down in price, if you call it a price drop. But it's long-term effect. See, the sticker shock of PC gaming is, oh my God, it's $5,000. Well, look at that. I can save $5-6 buying these games, like Boxing said. I could buy his games at almost 90% off. Steam's on a couple games almost 80-90% off. There's some older titles, but you get the fall sale, you get the winter sale, you get the New Year's sale. I'm telling you, how many sales have Xbox had? PlayStation had? A couple here and there. It ain't the same, folks. It ain't the same. Ain't the same at all. So for sales and for gaming experiences, I give a sales to a PC, hands down. Yeah. Well, I think Last of Us 2 on PC would be probably a lot better choice for them. They bring Last of Us 2 on Steam, it'll sell a lot more than it's going to sell on PlayStation. Let's be honest with ourselves. Yeah, it's so good on PlayStation 4, so good on PlayStation 5, but let's just put it on PC and see how much we can, bring that thing up. Because, like I said, though, PlayStation owns a lot of titles now that they own Insomniac Games, and they own a lot of these stuff. But the PS5 would be good. I think PS5 would be good for it, but maybe not really like a time release, but maybe a simultaneous release, remaster on PS5 and remaster on PC, Steam, exact same time, same day. So if you bought a gaming rig, you can play it. Bought a PS5, you can play it day one on both. Because Game Pass Ultimate does that. Granted, Redfall is total trash. Hopefully, Starfield is something more than just hot trash. If it is, if it's not, then it ain't gonna matter. But what I'm saying is, guys, is this: putting games on different platforms is a good thing. Now, you ain't gonna see Master Chief. You ain't gonna see Master Chief fight Kratos. You ain't gonna see Mario, unless you watch, Mario Racing, where he's violent and vulgar and Kratos kills him. No, you ain't gonna watch that. But what you're gonna watch is games come to different platforms. Like, Bungie owns a Destiny. Now, Sony owns Bungie. Sony agreed to share it with with Xbox. Not much with Nintendo. Nintendo kind of still pissed off at each other. So I can still see why that. If you don't know why they're pissed off at each other, please go watch the Gaming Historian and watch the episode the Philips CDI with Nintendo and Sony collaboration. It's a great one. That one, but also a couple other ones too as well. With also Adam Kurek too as well. He did the same thing too with Philips CDI and different YouTubers that I'm subscribed to down below. Game Historian, Adam Kurek. They have great history kind of stuff. But I think a partnership would be good with these companies to share games with each other, because like Nintendo is trying to buddy up to, or Sony, Microsoft's trying to buddy up to Nintendo, because put Call of Duty on the Switch, not because Xbox gives a shit about Nintendo. It's because they're trying to get into Japan and corner that market. And of course, Nintendo wants to use the servers that Microsoft has because it's better servers. So it's kind of match made in heaven or hell, we're gonna call it. But I know I'm not convinced you're gonna see Halo on Nintendo. No, you're not gonna see that, or Mario on Xbox. That ain't gonna happen. Both companies are not gonna give up their flagships. No, that ain't gonna happen. But you might see a cross-brand gaming. You might see third-party games that are only available on Nintendo come on Xbox. Animal Crossing, I don't know, maybe. Some weird Xbox game come over there. You might see some Crackdown 3 or Crackdown or Call of Duty go on Nintendo. So you don't know. But that's something for a later date. PC versus console really doesn't matter anymore, because both of them are good. My recommendation is this: if you can't afford a gaming rig because you have bills and stuff to pay for, don't go in debt for it. Go buy a gaming rig. Question is, which one to buy? Are you going to play Game Pass with all the games, or are you going to play first-party games from Sony? Difference. If you can afford a gaming rig, I say go to gaming rig. It's a better investment. But don't go in debt to it. The worst thing I hear people tell me in the comment section, I wouldn't debt buy this thing. Don't do that. Don't listen to me when it comes to finances. Okay, I'm not a financial broker or advisor. But I am somebody who bought consoles through the years, who understand how much they cost and the price of them and what's going on with them. But I'm always saying, if you can afford a gaming rig, always buy a gaming rig, because the games you're playing now are going to be on the gaming rig. It ain't gonna matter, folks. The games are gonna be on there. You know what I mean? The games are gonna be on there. It's not anything out of the ordinary. That's cool, boxing. And a lot of people come to PC games now. Because people are finding out that they get the same experiences on PC they do on Xbox or PlayStation. Now, when PlayStation gets their own app and puts it on PC, then the circle will be complete in decoding Darth Vader. But until then, no Darth Vader music playing in the background. So until that happens, will you see an Xbox app on a Nintendo app on PC? No, probably not. If it is, it's going to cost probably $500 because Nintendo about that money. But we see streaming apps from these companies. Probably. We have an Xbox app. You have a PlayStation app eventually, where you can play your PlayStation game on your PC or your tablet or your refrigerator or your TV for a White Planet TV refrigerator, whatever. You could do that because Stadia was trying to make it onto your refrigerator. Believe it or not, one of the ads was you can play your Stadia games on your refrigerator. No doubt, it was one of the ads they had, or early ads I looked at. Like, that's some weird ass stuff. I'm thinking that'd be kind of cool. Playing your game on your walking the living room, slide across the room in your socks because it's Captain Crunch, and you're playing your Grand Theft Auto 5 or whatever you're playing on the refrigerator for a little bit. But that's cool, guys. This is my video. Once again, I'm a goofball. See you guys later. Peace out. Like, subscribe. See you guys later. Peace out, everybody.